Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be playing Ace Attorney with Joey, and
Hello.
I'm gonna say the recap of what happened last time in case you forgot. So, because honestly, I kind of forgot. So, what happened last time is that we went to trial. Lotta Hart went on to the witness stand for us to break apart her testimony, for her to just admit that she actually did not see the murder happen. She just kind of wanted it for publicity. And the real reason she was at the camp or whatever was to look for this. I want to say Loch Ness monster, but I literally don't remember what the name is. It's like a water monster thing. So next day, actually not even next day, it's just we investigate after the trial and we figure out. Well, first, Lotta Hart wants us to, tell us crucial information once we tell her news on the monster thing or whatever, because that's the reason why she was there, is to learn about the monster and become famous or something like that. So we look around, figure out that the monster thing is not real. I mean, who would have guessed? Of course it's not real. So So we go to her, break the news to her, and she tells us this crucial information, which is who the other witness was, because they claimed that they had two witnesses. One was Lotta Hart, and the other one was supposedly an old man that witnessed this murder take place. And he was the one, I think, that called in the murder. I'm not like 100% sure on that, but pretty sure he was the one who did that. So we go to this old guy. He has like dementia or something because he does not remember very much. So anything important, I feel like this is important. Anything important he says, he tells it to his bird Polly. So that's probably important, because if he can't even remember anything, then his bird probably remembers everything. So, yeah. That's so far where we've been. We just decided to talk to this guy, see what's up about him. And I think that's about where we left off. So, let's get into the game.
All you want to murder?
I didn't say the bird murdered. I think it's this one, right? Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
Good night.
Awake?
Yes, ma'am. Are you still awake?
Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Hey, Bob.
What?
Screen share.
Oh, yeah. Let me do that. I almost forgot. You know, it seems like you'd be fine watching the stream anyways, with how slow you respond to some of the responses.
Fuck off.
Okay, let's move. Let's go to the... No, not there. I meant to move to the front. Let's go to... Is he still in the meeting? December 26th. Oh, do you want me to voice him? Do you want to voice him? Okay.
Time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time?
Actually, we wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
What did we want to ask him? Lamau. Yippee! Yippee!
Wait, is there a stream happening right now?
Yes, anytime we're in the
Yes.
stream room, there's always a stream happening.
Alright. Because I didn't, for some weird reason, it didn't give me the notification, so I was like, wait, hold on, did you guys even start streaming? Wait, why are we in the streaming room then? I don't remember seeing a notification.
Yes, I am
It's
streaming,
best
and
to assume.
there was a notification. I don't know if there was
Okay.
for Twitch, but if you look in Twitch streams, there is a new
Yeah, I
notification
just
from
went there
today.
as soon as I opened the
Lamau.
VC.
Lamau.
Lamau.
That's
Well-
kind of embarrassing.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Actually, not next week. This
Wait,
week.
what?
This week.
Oh,
I think. Yeah, this week.
Yippee.
Yippee!
my honest reaction to that news.
Yippee! Yeah, I'll be able to make it. It's a Friday. I'm not working on Friday. So-
Yay. And then, like, immediately you're driving over here, and then the work's like, I'm sorry, you gotta come in.
Nah. It would be too late by that point. Literally.
No, fair enough. Y'all want some ice cream?
Sure.
I already had ice cream.
Oh, it's mint ice cream.
Ooh,
I had
I like this.
I had sherbet.
Oh, okay. It's coming to the screen for you.
Icky.
I just imagine like you did it like an airplane into Joey's
I actually
mouth.
did. I held up my phone.
Bruh. Bruh.
Bruh. Oh, Lord.
That's serious. I'll be back to getting ice cream in my lungs.
Okay, maybe not in your lungs. Maybe you should get it in your stomach.
Oh yeah, that would be a better idea.
Okay.
I guess. You have some interesting friends.
Yes. Okay, I guess
The
I'm gonna
boat
ask him about the boat caretaker. You know the
The
boat
bear
rental
boat.
shop down at Gord Lake.
Oh, yeah.
The old man who runs
Yup.
it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right?
Huh? How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret. Very fucking glad. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. That's at first, he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's what we call a lot of heart the other day. As for who he is, we have absolutely no fucking clue. Sounds like you need to put money in the swear jar. Hey, stop it. I know.
Detective Gumshoe, please help us. I am begging
Fuck
you.
you.
What?
Huh?
We need to know about the DL6 incident.
Ugh.
Because Edgeworth is so mopey and depressed about it. That is when Edgeworth's father died, and that's why he's so mopey and depressed. And I can't help to think that it has something to do with this current case. I mean, it's not a coincidence that it happened almost 15 years ago, right? And now we're here.
Tell you the truth, I don't know much about the DL6 either. Edgeworth Wright is from looking at the criminal records. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the 06 is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Ignoring his wishes.
What do I
Opening the
have?
wishes.
Camera.
The gun?
Sounds like. No. Why would the gun prove it? Kill 6.
I honestly don't know.
Do I present him Misty Face photo? What is that gonna do? Be like, oh yeah, that's
I mean,
a
it
woman
does-
from the incident. What does that have to do with this?
It's part of the case file.
Oh, that's a
It
good
says
point.
Exhibit A. Sorry to disappoint you, pal. I'm drawing a blank.
Okay, here. Let's go to the detention center. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's gone. Let's see. Grossberg? No. Why do you have something new? I think he's gone somewhere. Let's go to move. I don't know. I have to have it then, right? Because he's still locked in his thing. Yeah, okay. Let's go back. Okay, I need to present him something that I have.
Forty. Well, that was the bitch's name.
Huh?
The parrot's, or not the parrot, the monster's name was Gordy.
Yeah, Gordy. Yeah, you're right. Joey.
Well, I'm not, oh, sorry. I don't care who you are, no one can tell me that was Edgeworth. I mean, come on, doesn't even look like him at all.
But Edgeworth has admitted he was on the boat.
Then he was the one being shot then.
He seemed fine in court today.
Details, pal, details. Whose side are you on anyways?
All I'm saying is that we have to respect the evidence. No way I present the parrot. What the heck would that do? Joey?
What's that, a parrot?
The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. Parrot knew about that incident.
That incident?
DL6. What other incident have I been talking about this whole time?
What? Pally, have we forgotten something?
Squawk!
What?
don't forget DL6! Squawk!
Huh? Naughty the bitch.
I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would the old man know about the DL6 incident?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6 and was actually the person who was accused of being the murderer?
Hey, you think he might?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Like, yeah, Maya. I think he's connected.
I get you. Shut the fuck up. Sounds like you need information on DL6 incident. Since it's related to the case, they're stored in the secret station's record. I give you special permission to go through whatever you like. Even my underwear drawer. I don't think we'll go that far, but thank you, Gumshoes. Way to go.
Gumshoe,
I guess.
why do you have an underwear drawer at your work?
Because I shit myself when I find terrible cases.
Okay, Gumshoe, you didn't need to tell us that.
Okay, Nick, to the records room. Ignore what
Yeah,
Gumshoe
good idea,
said.
Maya. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. December 26th, Police Department, records room. Records room.
Oh, records this room. Wow. It's amazing. Lee Dusty. Like your ashy elbows.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
10 years of not washing your elbows, too. Let's find this shit, quick.
15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6?
Nick, found where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Tap your ass to the right. Just let me know what you might find. I'll go get the right file. Let me get up there.
Well, first, I had to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary.
Right. Summary. Found it! Oh, it was right up there. Here you go.
December 28th, 2001.
That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So in 2 days, the case is closed. Good thing we only had 3 days to finish this case. I mean, the incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse, right? So, that's
What?
pretty interesting, I know. Yeah, I know, very interesting.
It's the same district courthouse where we're being held at now?
Looks like it. Maybe that's why he's so scared of elevators. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out.
Oh, that was some earthquake.
At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours.
That was scary like that in the dark.
There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious.
Survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart.
your two name. It wasn't Edgeworth's father, was it?
He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father?
Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were here now, he'd be 50.
Oh wait, I was supposed to say that.
Sorry.
He had lost that day's case in court and got to the elevator with his son Miles.
Miles?
Miles Edgeworth, of course. Have you never heard his name before?
So he was in the elevator with his father.
From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could have not been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times.
Two whole
Where
times?
Where have I heard that before? It's almost like the gunshots we hear now have been saying that they're shot 2 times. Huh. It sounds just like... What? I wonder what's going on here. This is kind of weird how, like, those 2 things, like, align. Like, Got any data on the suspect in there?
That would be the guy that my mama got arrested. Hold on. This,
Joey, are you okay?
yeah, I had to like belch, hiccup, whatever at the same at the same time.
Okay, because it sounded like you're, like, almost crying, and I'm just...
Oh, good.
Okay, just making sure. The man arrested as a suspect in the DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was
like
a clerk in the court, apparently.
Sounds like a knockoff Yogi Bear character.
So he must have been the third person in the elevator.
Are you Maya?
Oh. No. You heard my line earlier, okay?
Okay, I guess.
Okay, Joey, you can read.
You read it. Go ahead.
Okay, fine.
Well, then he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond, the brother of the guy who owned the Jurassic Park?
Sure, Maya. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to?
He may be closer than we think. Because I think he might be the old guy. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. He clearly seems traumatized. Joey.
My computer. 1 second. Nick. Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. I love saying my own name. Even You know, it's just a word. That means you are correct in something. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now that all that's left is trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court.
Save.
Gosh. Shave. Yeah, shave.
Yeah.
December 27th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready, even though he said absolutely nothing. Who is the judge here, anyways? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so...
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Order. Mr. Von Karma, what in the meaning of your statement just now?
Must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now if you don't mind shutting the fuck up.
Right.
I call my witness my decisive witness to the stand.
Is that mysterious boat shop owner?
Witness, state your profession.
Do you want me to do his lines, or do you want me to do
Go ahead.
probably the parrot? I don't know.
You do that, I'll do the parrot.
Are you sure you want to do the parrot?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gore Lake.
Wait.
And I also rent a boat.
The night of the incidents, you were at the boat rental shop, correct?
I was.
Are you? Please, testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is.
Raise an objection.
Objection! Wait a minute! The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright, and blah. I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes, so shut the fuck up or I'll go over there and snap your neck. Stop asking me trivial questions and cooperate, or I'll bend your elbows backwards.
Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Zzz. Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory.
Oh, sorry. My computer almost fell on my face.
Don't have your computer fall on
Your
your
Honor.
face.
Though this does not remember anything beyond the last several years. There you go. He can recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He could testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant, where I read the boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Up. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to the shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there's 2 seconds left before our 3 minutes is up. Judge your verdict now.
Yes. Mr. Wright? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. I'm literally the defense attorney. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. Are you having a temper tantrum?
It's 3 minutes just passed. Haven't had my
I
juice.
see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Actually, wait. What is in my evidence again? I don't remember my
Something.
evidence. Over her, okay.
Nope. That shows an empty lake.
No. See, this is important because this shows that there was
Those
a
shots
loud
happened
noise.
before.
There are shots that happened before. But I'm not
Okay,
going to present. I'm not going to present that yet. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats. Heard a bang. Boat flowing. Heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to the shore and a man walks by my window. I'm going to first press. Just to be on the safe side. Let's see. Just after midnight, you say? Yep. Just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Objection. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? I'll be right back.
Zzz. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did, yep. I wait for Joey to get back. Hey, wait. Hey, wait. I wait. I wait. I wait.
You see? Continue.
I don't know, should I immediately present something? No, I don't know. That might not be a good move, because what if that has nothing to do with the case yet? Or something weird like that.
Keep pressing them.
Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. That is literally a parrot. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot. Don't be so hard on the girl, Keith, boy. Keith?
Prosecution concedes that what cannot prove the witness was at the shop. Witness, please continue.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
Inside your mother's room.
From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Up.
Good. Good boy. Continue.
Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there's 2 men out there, Up. But you couldn't see them clearly. Up. At the time, that is. At the time? That's very suspicious. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Up.
There you go.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. By your window. Up by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tisk, tisk, motherfucking tisk.
I have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
Dad?
Dad's certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too.
Why did you call him Daddy?
It's a long
Witness,
story,
are you sure
Karma.
Are you sure that was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into this cross-examining so he could set me up for for a fall.
Tisk, tisk, suck on my dick, tisk.
No thank you, old man.
Edgeworth tells me you're pretty good.
Don't. Oh my god.
Nick.
No.
Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. He sounds pretty queer. Everyone in the courtroom's glaring at him. Like, Edgeworth, help!
I better act quick or this trial is gonna be over. Raise an objection!
Objection.
Objection, Your Honor! We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Suck off, boy. Mr. Wright. Are you referring to the fingerprints on Edgeworth's right hand found in the photograph showing that his man was firing in his left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. You see, what happened was, he could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here.
But Karma, if he wiped his prints, there wouldn't be any prints on the gun, you idiot.
Everything in this witness's testimony is true, Your Honor. You meet writer.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection again. What else am I supposed to do? Objection, Your Honor. This witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, I told you this again. I am a court of law. The evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize that basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk. Eat her off. Tisk. 3 minutes have perhaps too high. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. Oh, what? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Fuck.
Did you mess up?
I had to have. Wait!
Wait!
Wait, who was that just now?
Me!
Huh?
Hmm?
What? Larry!
Larry! Wait! Wait!
What are you doing here? Oh, wait. Who's doing his voice? Was it me or you?
You gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Sorry. I need a drink.
After that episode, yeah, definitely.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Was I supposed to fail, maybe?
I
Order.
think so. One second. Try to hang out. What's the meaning of this, you idiot? The verdict has already been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. He might have a point. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That's right. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let Edgy get called for murder. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. I want to testify.
Order. Well, this is the first time
McDonald's chicken
something
nuggets?
has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. This trial is over. Nick! Said Larry's giving us one final chance.
She's right. If only I wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. It's Larry. Oh my god.
Mr. Edgeworth was right. Sorry, I misread that. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. And it doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor. If there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Oh my god. Oh
Mr.
my god.
Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
Even though that's in your name.
Wait, I think... Don't I do his voice? I don't remember.
Go ahead, yeah.
Him. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake last night or that night?
Yes. Weren't
Not
you
like giving a
literally
blowjob to his
there,
trans
Maya?
girlfriend.
You were literally there, Maya, when he explained he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, I forgot about that. He's very forgetful.
Damn.
And the balloon found that had air taken.
I know I talk a lot of crap about him, Maya, but he's still my friend somehow. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of
Like
it.
in
What's
my bed.
wrong? It's nothing. Hmm?
Edward, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Sorry about that. What?
Joey, what?
Hello? Hey, sorry about that. My computer for some reason. I accidentally hit my phone fell over and hit a key on my keyboard and like sleep mode it and reopened it.
Oh.
Which disconnected. Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I just liked guns. I see.
Right. Yeah? This might be our chance to actually make out. Our chance? What are you talking about, Edward?
We made out all the time behind the school bleachers.
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let somebody he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting
Our goofy,
at?
bald-headed friend.
It is likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No tender trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth, like a prize cow.
Hey, it was
No.
15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right. Leave it to me. Oh yeah.
Please, Larry, please don't mess this one up. Please. Edgeworth is on the line. I hate to admit it, but you're
Edgeworth is on the
literally our last chance. Please.
Oh.
Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
That night I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something. I found it. So I quietly slid from the boat back into the rental shop dock. then I was thinking about going home and I heard, "Hey, bang." I looked over and saw the lake, but I did see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
Ha.
Well,
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. With all of our testimonies
could've said
being
something.
vague. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
what's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I had no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. He could make
Talk about
things
his sex
100
life.
times worse.
Talk about his sex life, which is non-existent.
What do you mean? He gets with the models all the time.
But that doesn't mean he gets any.
I guess so, Maya. Aren't you a little too young for this?
There's no time to explain.
Oh.
There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Okay.
That night, up to I was on the boat in the lake.
Should I just press
Was it
everything again? What if that's a bad idea?
Yes.
Maybe I'll press until I get to the last one. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 before I went on the boat. Well, by any time, but by the time everyone was gone over the night. So I was waiting until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
I was looking for something I found it.
Looking for something.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
My virginity. What was the window searching for? Was it for it looks like I was searching for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
It's all irrelevant. Let's get this over with. So I quietly slipped out the bag.
Around what time was that?
Let's see. I was figuring I was searching for about an hour. What was it? I guess it was around 12 a.m., yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some human sin now, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry.
Then,
Where did the sound come from?
yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that one. I looked around, you know?
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked.
Was there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr.
Chicken nuggets.
Butts?
Whoa. Everyone calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure when there was a boat or what out there.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. Okay. I have to present something, right?
Probably. I'm gonna be right back and get a drink.
Uh. What do I present? What do I have? What do I have? Uh, which I can't press it more. What if that ruins everything? Okay. Should I really just press on the last one too? I feel like that's a horrible idea. Joey, what should I do? Should I try to present something or should I press on the last one since he looks very nervous about that one before I do anything else? Press? Okay, just know that this could ruin everything. This could potentially ruin everything. I don't know.
Press it hard, bums.
Okay. So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Nick.
It was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I really wish I could call my sister.
Okay, so nothing happened. And I was out. I was looking for something, or I found it. Quietly slipped back at the.
There you go.
Objection! Wait a second, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now just said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please stop the grilling, boy.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. Oh, what a see, I'm like a customer here. Don't you dare say it. So you get to treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Oh my god, Larry. Mr. Butts.
What?
You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Um, I'll tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh?
Eh?
Not sure? How can you not be sure? It's a gunshot. How do you forget that?
Pew pew, bitches. Yeah, well, pew pew. I might have missed the other gunshots. I was listening to something else.
Something else?
Radio, dude. It was with my headphones.
What? Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you are listening to the radio with your headphones.
Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I was listening to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. Waste of space. Waste of person. I do not accept this witness nor shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony? I guess continue, right? What else do I have to lose?
Do it. Do it.
Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah. Nothing more is pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include the details like your radio.
Right, leave to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
It was lonely being alone on Christmas. That's why I was listening to all our requests show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. For sure, I heard a gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Get away, listen to the radio in peace. It's a free country.
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. Oh my god.
Judge. Can you believe a word this witness says? What you heard was probably nothing more than the drum beat of the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? Is that a name? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Are you that old? Anyway.
Yes.
What this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade.
Press it all.
I guess I have to. Yeah, I should press him because he doesn't know what he's talking about. So you turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there being alone on Christmas Eve. Alone.
I shouldn't have
Alone.
said anything.
That's what I was listening to.
Do you, by any chance, remember the name of the program you're listening to?
There's nothing about the court case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all that we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? Real booming loud?
Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't.
Nah, I can't prove it. But but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know?
Press on it, I guess.
Yes.
What did she say? I don't know why I said it like that.
Mr. Wright. Please cease the pointless questions. What possible good could come out of knowing what the radio said to us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you use some reason why we should care. We should care?
We should care. Yes.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. Which that places him around the time.
Present
Yeah.
Present this? No. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Objection! Your Honor, that statement that doesn't contradict. No! I should have presented the other thing. Yeah. I knew it. That didn't go so well. It's something else, though.
Yeah.
Is it Lotta's again?
It's either the photo or it's either Lotta's description or the photo that was taken at 12:15.
I would say Lotta's description.
Yeah.
Objection! Yes. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
You look scary, dude. Why'd you stop maxing? And rizzing with the ladies.
What? I'm gay.
If you're trying to scare me, then better not. You know I don't scare that easily.
But you know that I'm gay. I mean, you know, whatever. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor. Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard the gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is real simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. Let me see the evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on this photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that this is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is also the fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. Camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes.
There is no proof that the loud noise was a gunshot at 11:50. Why? The witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night there, man. Clear.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Hmm.
It has to be the gun, right? Fired 3
think so.
times?
Yeah. Yes.
This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen the night on the lake.
Exactly. It's true there are 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One was at 11:15 and the other was 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah!
What's wrong, Dick?
I have it!
Huh? You have gonosyphilitis?
No! Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Yeah, of course I remember.
The murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case.
Well, what do you mean?
Maya,
Yeah?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it.
Right, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, get on your knees, Tisk. Did you finally realize the truth? There can be no murder here, other than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one man was on the lake. Here's the show of the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and Robert Hammond were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The difference between the shooter and the man was millimeter. It could not have been suicide.
Joey.
I'm sorry. The guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Thank you, Mizuki, for redeeming first 1 hour and 30 minutes into the stream. Yes.
Sorry.
But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15. Well, yeah, 15 o'clock. Not 15 o'clock. 15 minutes. It was 15 minutes after midnight. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain the two men on the boat here.
The murder and
Last
no,
one.
because
The last one. I
are
think
you
it's the last
sure?
one.
Because if he's saying that he was already murdered, then how would that work?
But you can't say you can't say that because it makes it look like Edgeworth was the one murdering.
But what if the murderer shot and fell into the lake?
True. Okay, I think it's the first one then.
Murder and Hammond?
Try it.
Are you sure about that? Okay, let's think about it this way. What I'm saying here, right, is that the murderer already killed Hammond before, like, 25 minutes before this photo even happened. So who would be alive by then? It'd be Edgeworth and the murderer. That's the only possibility, is that it's Edgeworth and the murderer that are on this boat. Because if Hammond's already dead, then what else would it be?
True.
But at the same time, that still makes Edgeworth still on the boat. So I don't know what this is solving. It can't be the murderer in Hammond because we already said that. I'm just trying to think. Okay, so if it was the murder in Hammond, we already said that the murderer killed Hammond. But if it was Edgeworth and the murderer, then this is implying that the murderer, Edgeworth, was shooting at the other person and one of them fell into the lake. And if it was Edgeworth and Hammond, then we're just back to the beginning and we don't want that. Okay. This is difficult. It has to be Edgeworth and the murderer, right? What else would it be? What else would it be? If we already said Hammond was dead, the only two people that could be alive would be Edgeworth. Should I do it?
It's Edgeworth and the murderer.
Okay. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammer and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know.
Hold on.
It has...
Yeah,
it's not... It's not Lotta Hart, and it's not Miles Edgeworth. It's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know?
Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us.
Oh.
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on the boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place? Was I supposed to know? Here, right?
Uh-huh.
Around here, maybe? Maybe, Mr. Wright? And does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot?
No,
Yes.
click the boat shop next.
Well, maybe because there is no good reason the murderer thought we'd never expect it? Maybe you should try again. He wasn't even surprised that I goofed up.
Click the boat shop itself.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even press anything. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
You have any proof the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Did you see that? Did you see that animation? I'm looking for the stupid freaking thing. That night, he was out of the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, as he starts to head for home, he hears the gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure you can do this?
Not really. I know, Maya. I'm not really confident, but I can try. I think if I start at the very beginning and take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to the shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Shop taker.
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details.
No, that's right. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose. Create a witness. Yes.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw the attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam away back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. That is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishing so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop at the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir.
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He ain't at the boat shop either.
What?
Oh, shit. What should I do?
Find him quickly! We cannot allow him to get away! Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
Well, the search warrant is already issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is.
Well.
Very well. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 1:22 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Yay, Nick, you did it.
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
What about Larry? He was something else. Even Von Kama didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Why did you echo that?
Ask Maya.
Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony, still, he did save us. I'd hate to admit that, but he did. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
Oh God. Sorry. I know what you mean. Ugh. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of their clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it's like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile a little bit. Relax.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. Oh, what do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind.
Say it.
What is this about, Edgeworth? Do you have feelings for me? I mean, what is it about? I don't want to know anything like that, alright?
Are you gay?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Okay. That's fine.
Perfect time for ending, I guess.
No, I want to continue. But I don't want to continue if you're gonna go to bed. And I know
I'm
Mill's not gonna
sorry.
join because I seen her starting to play Helldivers.
Oh, you lost her.
Yeah, I lost her to Helldivers. I don't know.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay, I guess I will on stream. I just want to continue, but I don't want to continue without people because I don't like continuing out people. Bro! Oh my god, I need to thank Mill again! Because for some weird reason, the on-screen celebration things or whatever, I literally don't get the freaking my activity feed. I can speak. I never get it in my activity feed. So, anytime somebody does that, I never see it. And I realized Mill did that. And I never saw it. Oh well.
Fun fact.
Anyways.
I real quick, I found out something about those. You can't turn those off.
Yeah.
You can only raise the bit amount higher.
Yeah. Well, but you can also change it so then they can only redeem it so many times per stream and change it for like what's it called? Like how far apart you can redeem each time. So I've changed it. I think you could only redeem it 30 times and you have to wait 10 minutes between each redeem or something like that. Or maybe it's 20. I don't remember. So yeah.
Fair.
Because I've heard of, I guess, streamers having their stuff crash or whatever. So
No,
yeah.
people are bot spamming.
Mm-hmm. So I did that to prevent it.
Good.
The only thing I can't do that for is the other two redeems, though. But I guess those shouldn't be that much of a bother, since one is just changing like the effect around whatever user's box or text, whatever. And I think the other one is making a emote bigger. So yeah. Anyways, I should probably end stream. Thank you everyone for watching. Here, I should probably like, so then you can listen to music or whatever. No, I don't care. I want to leave. I want to go. I want to go. No, I want to go. I want to go to the title screen. Yes. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to follow if you haven't already. Sorry that I started stream a bit late. I was hungry. Make sure to follow my follow my TikTok, I guess, and check out my Discord. Why not? I don't really use either of them that much, but you still join them anyways. I don't care. And I'll see everyone in the next stream. Probably gonna be Friday, really late. Anyways, I'll see everyone next time. Bye. Have a good time zone, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Good night.